Okay, I need my camera on. I need to see what I'm doing. So I want to put this over here. And dashboard. I suppose I can leave this one on. Okay. So today we are going to be soldering. I need to move this actually. Funny enough, oh no, it's not, is it? Oh, okay, that'll do. That's my microphone on. Today we are going to be soldering a Planck keyboard. Check this out. Oh, need to move that over there. The Planck keyboard, which has been kindly sent to me by Massdrop. That's the PCB. This is the case. It's a new case compared to the old case. I mean, well, this, whatever you call it. I should call this stream noobs because I'm a noob. There we go. You can see the OLKB plus Massdrop. That is nice. So sent me the black version. I have some screwdrivers somewhere. Okay. Got my screwdrivers. I'm going to leave those over there. What is the benefit of soldering your own keyboard? Well, if you buy a kit for a keyboard in somewhere where it's mass produced, you're going to get it in this fashion. So one of the benefits of soldering your own keyboard is that you can choose your own key switches. I'll show you an example. So where's my box? So for example, the keys that Massdrop sent me are Cherry MX Browns. This is a box of Cherry MX Browns. So let me see how close this will focus. This is a Cherry MX Brown switch. It might not focus, I don't know. Oh, it's focusing a bit. This is a Cherry MX Brown switch. Some switches make more noise than other switches. Some switches require more depression than other switches. So this is one of the most popular switches, I'll say, at the moment. Cherry MX Brown. This keyboard here, which I bought from Amazon, not with these keys, that's a Poker 3, and that has Cherry MX Browns in. For example, right now, I have a bag here. These are Zelios switches. So this is custom made by some massive nerd. I can't remember if I think he's in Canada. And these are pretty damn sexy. I bought these because someone did a super drunk video, sorry, a written review as to why these switches are so awesome. So, and they have a Cherry MX stem, as you can see, so the same keycaps fit. So this is a Zelios. So this is what I would normally use these days. So I've only soldered once in my life, by the way. So I think this is going to be a good video for people. This is like a noob stream for noobs, and it's by a noob as well, because I am a noob. So I'm going to show you how I will solder something. Doesn't necessarily mean that you should do it the same way as well, but if I can do it and I'm an idiot, then you can definitely do it as well. So ultimately that will go in here. I'm actually going to watch the Planck video again because I don't remember the sequence of things. I might need to put all the switches in here first. Where's my screwdriver? Hello chat, look at this. Boom. This is from ifixit.com, this kit. I bought a kit to put a second hard drive in my Mac Mini, and it came with this stuff, which is really awesome. So I'm gonna grab, let me see, maybe this one. I've got massive hands, so it's a bit fiddly. Let's see, do with my hands. I should have like music for a stream like this, but that's too complicated, man. All right, PCB is going to go over there for now. And we're going to unscrew. There you see this unscrew action. Actually, I'm just going to unscrew it. So my soldering iron came with like what I presume is a stand for it, but it didn't come with a sponge thing. So I've just bought some crappy sponge thing, which I'm going to put in there, and then just do that, which is less than ideal, but whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to put these screws here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. I should actually post on the mech Reddit that I'm doing a soldering stream. Can you toggle the shark cam off? The overlay is getting in the road. I can do that for you, yeah. Just give me a minute. Actually, if I put this here. Let me see. This will take me a second. I don't remember where to go to edit this stuff. Okay, if I do that and then update, and there we go, done. Okay. What was I about to do? Ah, yes. This will take a second. Okay, what were those sharks I was chilling with? Those are reef sharks in the Bahamas. They are pretty cool sharks. A non-hostile bunch. Okay, last thing I want to do is quickly drop a link on mass drop. Oh, okay. They have already done that for me. Awesome. All right, I can just continue then, I suppose. By the way, if you want to see what a Planck looks like when it's finished, I have made one already. So this is one I bought directly from OLKB. So this is what it looks like. It's an ortholinear board, which means that all the rows are straight, as opposed to the more traditional ones where they would be a bit more, well, they would be a bit more like this. So these ones are somewhat diagonal. So there's a comparison. There's a size comparison as well. 60% keyboard compared to a ortholinear Planck keyboard. So you can see there's no number row. I don't remember which one of these two it is that changes this row to all numbers and so on and so forth. Kind of funky, kind of fun. It's a nice orange back, but I've covered it in random stickers. So, oh, and one thing: as soon as you get this board, you can test it. You can make sure it functions on an extremely basic level. I shouldn't grab that one. If I grab the USB cable for my other keyboard, listen to this. I don't know if this will pick up on the microphone, but here we go. Nice. I'll do it closer now. That's glorious. All right, so we're going to put the PCB down there, and we're going to unscrew the rest of this crap. What are my favorite types of switches? Favorite types of switches would be Zelios switches. I like them. This camera angle is bad for unscrewing, but I mean, screw action is not the most exciting thing in the world, so who cares? When is the next cheese of the day segments? I don't know, man. I've eaten too much food recently, so cheese is a bad idea. Okay, 2 more bleeding screws. So there is an option to solder LEDs in as well, but I haven't done that just yet. I actually ordered a minivan keyboard, so maybe when that one arrives, I'll do some LEDs. So for now, it's going to be just the basic board. Okay, so this has been unscrewed now. Nice. So this is, I think it's called like the Universal MX board or something like that. So you can see the inside has that's what the PCB will be resting on, and the USB is going to come out of the corner there. And again, it's really nice finish. Nice. All right, on my other machine, actually, I can use my, that might be a bit risky to use my phone. I'm going to get up the Planck instruction thing on my other machine. What the hell? If I remember correctly, my first step is going to be, I won't need this for a while actually, I'm going to move this out of the way. I think my first step is going to be putting the switches in here. So here's my pack of brown switches. So I'm just going to find the Planck video just so I don't make any unnecessary mistakes. How to build a Planck with Jack.
Would you like to build a keyboard?
Jack seems
Fun
nice.
person to ask. I built 500 of them.
Bro.
I'm Jack from OLKB. This guide's for the Planck keyboard
2
kit,
switches at the
but
back.
applies to many other keyboards as well. I'm assuming you already have a kit, but if you don't, here's what you need.
Focus,
A PCB.
focus.
Top plate, case, switches,
Okay.
keycaps, screws, a
Oh,
stabilizer.
the keycaps. I haven't shown you the keycaps. Okay, so for those of you familiar or unfamiliar, this is the Jukebox keycap set. It's an SA set. I normally use DSA switches, so this is the first time I'm going to have an SA set, which is kind of cool. So I can see the difference. I think I'm going to prefer DSA for me as a gamer, but some people find DSA has a lower profile than SA, and some people find SA or DSA rather too low profile. I don't know. I love it. Anyway, let me finish watching this video quickly.
And rubber feet.
Bear
We'll
with
start
me.
off with a stabilizer.
This is be idle for a
This is
second or two.
approximately how it goes together.
Okay. Blah blah blah.
There are 2 different types of cherry stabilizers.
Stabilizer we don't need anymore.
For this build, we'll be using a PCB stabilizer, and so you put that in. Find the top of the PCB, really once inserted, and the plate will fit over it nicely. It can sometimes be snug.
Half the
so it'll
video is
fit
about
with a
this
light amount of force.
stabilizer.
Once your board is ready to solder, you can start placing key switches. These are PCB mounted switches, so they're a little hard to press in. The plate mounted switches are much easier to use. Make sure they seat all the way to the PCB. It's a common mistake for them not to seat all the way and then have difficulty fitting into the milled case. I'll repeat this process.
Okay. So I need to start putting the switches in apparently like that, which doesn't look good. Right, let me get this out of the way. I've done this over here. So for a few minutes, we're going to have a long time plugging these in. Just want to make sure I'm going to put them in the right way around, which I think, again, this is a noob stream for noobs. This is not an expert stream by any means. How the hell does this go in? Am I going crazy? Oh, is this the wrong way around? Okay, let me look at this again. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Okay, case goes there. Okay, back in the room. Back in the room. Marvelous. Okay, so we go in that way. Cool. So this, oops, sorry. This hoop there and that hoop there, they go in like so, and then come through the back, but you can't really see on that side. But once we are soldering, then it will make more sense. Okay. Right then, so we're simply plugging in all of the switches. Careful, don't scratch the PCB. Yeah, I am. Where do you get the PCB? Oh, I should put a link. Mastrop sent me a link. They sent me a link. So let me put this down for a second and find the link. Where are you? Okay. So there is the link, and I will put it in the title as well. Voila. Okay. Right then. While I'm doing this, you might want to, okay, so the Cherry sign, it has a Cherry logo on top of these Cherry MX keys. So this is all simple stuff. So while I'm doing this, you might want to look up, by the way, it's Planck with a C before the K. So you can just look up how to build a Planck. I love that people are stressing. I'm quite a caveman when it comes to things like this, by the way. So if it's if I manage to break something, I will have already accepted that. Oh, by the way, I have to check that these little pins are straight. If they're not straight, then I need to straighten them. Otherwise, they won't go through the PCB later on. So I can just do an eye test and make sure they're all straight. Okay. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Yeah, definitely need music next time. This shouldn't take too long, actually. It's just pretty straightforward stuff. If I don't die by the end of this stream, I will be very impressed, people. Last time I did this, I didn't actually, I didn't have a fan. I did it by the window, in fairness, but I mean, yeah, I didn't have a fan when I was soldering, but I went and bought a USB fan, which is somewhere. I'll find it later on. So, yes. We're putting in the switches. So underneath your keycaps on any of your keyboards, you'll find switches, not necessarily these switches, but you will indeed find switches. I've just got to make sure. Imagine if I soldered loads of these and then realized I'd put something in the wrong way around. That would be bad, people. That'd be very bad. I think I'm part of something like 6 drops on Mastrop at the moment. I looked at it and I think I currently have $700 of drops pending on there. I have a wooden Planck case, a wooden 60% case, the Dasher and Dancer sets, which is also SA, interestingly. Some might not even like those. That's 3. I have the, there's a, whatever these things are called, the 60% one, I have 3 of those on order. What else? Outside of mass drop, I have a purple 60% case in the post. I think I have a red one, which hopefully will be delivered this week. And I ordered a minivan keyboard as well, and I ordered the light cycle sets. Man, that minivan stuff is expensive. It looks pretty nice though, and I'm quite excited to try a 40%. So we're almost halfway with these little switches. Okay, so oh, see, we've got a problem. This one is flattened over here. A lot of them are bent actually, which is probably me. So if it doesn't focus well, then I'm sorry. Autofocus hype anyway. I'll try and do this fast. Well, that was easy enough. Just try and straighten it out. Okay, that seems good enough. Is the 60% wooden case Royal Glam? It's whatever's on the website now. I don't know what it's called. And it looks nice though. So the thing is, right, this, I don't know which one to put it on, because I'm going to have 2 Plancks now. I might give away a Planck in future, because right now I have 3 pokers, 2 Plancks. I'm going to have the minivan. I'm going to have essentially 2 more 60% keyboards in the post in various parts. So I'm going to have 5 60% keyboards and 2 Plancks and a minivan. And I would like to only keep one of the 2 Plancks. My other Planck, actually, I put Zelios in. So I think I'll keep one of the Plancks and give one away. And the 60% keyboards, maybe I'll give them away on Faces Stream or something, on an ECS show. Because I won't need 5. That's for sure. If you have any questions, I went for the oak style on those wooden keyboard things. If you have any questions, then fire away. Maybe people in the chat will be able to answer your questions as well. Again, I'll do my best, but I am not an expert, nor am I trying to be one. But yeah, I think I've spent I calculated $1,700 on keyboard stuff, not including the 3 60% keyboards and the 1 Planck I already own. Is there also a scene for mice like there is for keyboards? I would say it's more niche. I know DDK, for example, was a super mouse nerd, you know, being a Quake player, mouse and mouse mat nerd. This is this mouse mat here, actually. I got this because of his advice. I had like the busier mouse mats before, and I had some mice by the same manufacturer, and even their own mice had difficulty tracking on their own mouse pads. So that made me just go back to just a plain black mouse pad. And this is the Zowie GTFX, and I am currently using the Zowie EC1A. So this is like, I'm settled now. I'm very happy with both mouse and mouse mat. And sensitivity, I probably spent the best part of a year figuring out what sensitivity to use in Counter-Strike. And I put it down so low at one point because I thought I would bring it down to the point where I stopped overshooting when I tried to aim at someone. But then Overwatch came out, and my sensitivity was so low that I got RSI from playing Overwatch. So, and then it was just aggravated all the time by, what do I do with this bit? Because the old one was different and it had some other stuff going on. So I don't know what I do with this for the spacebar. Let me have a look at the spacebar from the key set. Hold on. I need the Planck spacebar. Okay, so there are 3 spots in there. So I don't think 3 are going to fit in here though. I think it's 1. But then how do I line it up properly? Or maybe I'll just have to fiddle with it. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I'm pretty sure my current Planck only has 1. Where did I put that? Did I throw that somewhere? Oh, it's down here. I had a keycap puller somewhere. What was funny is that when my RSI was aggravating me, one of my keyboards, I was so I wanted to change the keys so badly that I pulled them out manually and made my RSI worse, which is hilarious. So here you can see this spacebar has one lovely Zelios switch on it. So I'm going to use 1. These guys are freaking out. Finger oil all over the circuit board. Okay. Oh, we're close, guys. We're close. Oh my God, the guy who's made the Planck is actually in the chat. The pressure, Mr. Humbert. I have your video on pause, dude. Thank you for helping me, by the way. You answered some questions of mine on Twitter. I suppose I'll have to give him, I'll give him an op on the channel. I'm assuming it's him. I mean, it might not be him. It could be some like fat naked guy, but I'm just going to hope it's him. If you're a fat naked guy, though, then that's kind of cool as well. Okay, so Mr. Jack Humbert says, you can put 1 MIT or 2 grid, the PCB will align them. Well, what is this then? Is this MIT? I don't know what this is. I'm a pleb. Okay, I've got a bent switch. I've got a bent thing here. Ooh, okay, for the camera. So that one gets straightened out. I've got spare switches, guys. I've got spare switches. Woo! All right. Okay, I've got a bent one here. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta try and keep this in line of the camera. It's the MX plate. It's different from the older plates. Okay, so does that mean I'm just putting one in the middle then, I assume? Be funny, we should call him in on Skype. So, Mr. Humbert, what do I do now? What about now? Okay, so this goes down. Okay, so I'm assuming, right, so this goes this way round, right? So we're going to go this way. You can see there are 3 holes of glory, but I think it's just the one required today. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this here. Well, at least, I mean, this is not, you know, an idiot could line this up. And I am an idiot as far as soldering things is concerned. So here we go. So this is the Planck plate with all the MX Brown switches in. So I suppose I need to thread these pins through the holes in the PCB now. But I'm just going to unpause this.
Process for every switch on the board.
Okay, what does he say now?
Oftentimes you'll find a switch like this.
Oftentimes, blah, 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 fix the pins.
Easy to correct it with the finger or fingernail. So they're pushing it up until it's at the right angle.
Okay. Done that.
Once you have all your switches in place, it's useful to flip over the board and do a quick inspection of all the pins.
Once you have your switches in place, it's useful to do a quick flip over of the board and inspect all the pins. I don't know how he has got this. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. So these switches have little tits on, and these tits have holes here, and then that'll keep it in place. So I do believe it's this way around. Okay, this might be, I think I've made my job more difficult now by doing it this way. Okay, so before I squeeze the tits through, I'm going to check everything. So it should be 2 things coming through each one. Okay, hold on. So for those of you at home, we're talking this hole. Why doesn't this damn thing focus, man? Where's the bloody focus thing? Hold on a second. Mess with my camera. Focus. Okay. So if we take this corner one, for example, we've got a pin coming through here and a pin coming through there for each key. All right, now I'm going to check. Looks good. That one. Even before pushing all the tits through, I can actually feel just with my thumb a lot of the things are in place, which helps. So I can actually do it from here. Obviously you can't see where here is, but yeah, this is a slightly ghetto stream. Okay, so this feels good. I think I've done a reasonably good job. Okay, good. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the middle one. Here and here, here and here, here and here, here and there and there. I can even do it at the same time, man. I'm evolving. Okay, here and there and... Oh, I can't feel that one. I think we have a casualty. See, now I've taken it off to check something. Really, I need to check them all again. So I'm just going to do that fast. Right. Good. Is that in? Is it in? Oh, it's in. Oh, I've got a bent switch. I ordered this on Mass Drop. Sorry, I don't know how to turn links. There it is. I think that's the referral link. I didn't even want a referral link. Like, I don't care about making anything out of this. I just do it for fun. But I asked for a shortcut. There's a shortcut, so there you go. That's the link to buy one of these planks. Okay. Yes. Good. It's all good in the hood. Okay, they're all confirmed good now. So I'm going to squeeze everything through. It's kind of almost there anyway. Just going to squeeze, make sure the tits are through properly. That's an English term actually. Like when you go and cross the road and you press one of those buttons to cross the road, it changes the lights. Those buttons are called tits. I'm not just being weird. Okay, that looks good to me. Right then, we put this here. And look at the rest.
If the pins are folded down, you'll have problems later and need to remove the switch and correct them.
If the
This is
pins are
very
folded
difficult to
down, you'll have
do
problems
once you've done
later.
soldering.
Okay, we've done that good.
If you look closely, you can see I missed 2 different pins on here I had to fix later. This is very difficult, especially with PC mounted switches.
Okay.
If you'd like to add LEDs, now's the time to do it.
If you'd like to add
Carry
LEDs, now's the time to do it, says Mr. Humbert. I think, let me just look at this quickly. So I think these plus and minuses, I don't know if you can read those, but by this area of every switch is a plus and a minus, which I think he's about to tell me is where you plug LEDs in. I don't have any LED light things, but they seem to be like just generally commercially available looking at them.
Switches fit 3mm LEDs.
3mm LEDs.
LEDs have an anode and a cathode, or plus and minus. The anode or the plus side is the longer of the two, so they'll be oriented like this when inserting.
Yeah, there we go.
It'll slide through
It
the
is
switch
where I
like
said,
this
but you put it through the other side
and
first.
come at the back. You can then bend it over to make it easier to assemble.
So I have a question for Jack actually, because when in his video, right, he has these LED things coming through like that much, and then he folds it over the board. But then what do you do with the excess? Like, do you cut it off with scissors or something? That was unclear, and that made me scared to try it. So even if I had those, I wouldn't have necessarily done that because, I mean, what the hell?
On the Planck PCB, it's worth noting that there are multiple configurations for the LEDs depending on which slot you're using.
Okay, I think it's time to solder, guys.
And the soldering iron goes up to about 600 degrees Fahrenheit. You can occasionally wipe it on a wet spot.
Okay, man, it's time to solder. Right, it's time to get these out of the way. Prepare yourselves for my poverty soldering. Okay, snip them off, he says. Okay, cut them after soldering. After? I don't know, man. Okay, and get these keycaps out of the way. These jukebox SA keycaps. Oh crap, that wasn't meant to happen. That not your average enter key, is it? Why doesn't it focus? Why don't you focus? Focus, man. Focus, focus, focus. No? Okay, screw you. Oops, sorry. Okay, so I've got this crappy looking soldering thing going on over here. I bought some solder as well. It's lead-free solder from Maplin. I wish this thing would focus. Why doesn't it focus, man? Let me try this. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so there we go. We got some lead-free solder. And then we're back again. Okay, so this is going to be the most ghetto soldering you've seen in your life. Because again, I bought a kit. But the kit didn't come with it didn't come with a one of those spongy things. So I just bought the sponge. I'm gonna put the sponge in this plate because I've got nowhere else to put it. So again, this is a noob stream for noobs, and this is why if I can if I can solder with this kind of poverty setup, then you can solder. Okay, so over there, this over there. Okay, so this is a sponge thing where you do stuff with this. All right, I need to plug that in somewhere. How long is this cable? It's not the longest cable, is it? For someone asking me which switches, maybe I'll put a switch in the picture. Massdrop sent me MX Browns. So I'm just going to put, I don't know if you can see can you see the brown? It's a bit dark, isn't it? Maybe put one, okay. Someone can just communicate to people, browns. But I've got me some Zelios right here, 78 gram. But those are for the minivan since I already have a Planck with Zelios in. Right, let me see how I can actually use this soldering iron here. Soak the sponge with water. Okay. this doesn't get pulled off the table and like melts the floor. What do I mean minivan? Look it up on the Reddit. This is about the OLKB keyboard, so I don't want to like take away from there. Right, so let me think. I've got my solder. I've got my iron. I can take this out of the way for now. This is so clean though. Look how clean this is, man. Oh, whoops. This is clean. That is clean as hell. That is so sexy. Okay, I need water. Could I use rum? Because I have rum. Okay, I'm gonna soak it with water, and then come back and solder. So, and maybe we will zoom in a little bit. Just leave this in there for now. The Planck keyboard, printed circuit board revision number 4. Okay, it's warmer now. Warmer? I mean, it's soaked. Is that enough? I guess, I mean, let me know if you want me to focus on this frame. Let me see. If I put this, okay, if I start there and aim, which way did he say to do it? I think right to left, because then I'm, or left to right. Okay, let me watch the video. I don't remember which way to do it.
Sponge to clean it off. When soldering, you'll want to make sure to heat up the element and the solder together so that the flux can properly heat both of the items.
Okay, so he's doing it from the top right corner first.
I usually start with the left pin so you can easily see whether it's bent down or not.
Oh, okay, so it's just about he starts with the left pin, so it's not about the side, it's just about the pin. Okay, so I'm just gonna see how I can do it so you can see. Don't hold it like this, otherwise your hand's gonna be very hot. Okay, so like that. Let me see that solder action in. I'll move my mic here. You can see where I used it before. It's completely wrecked, but whatever. Okay, so that should be cool, right? Okay. All right, I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna plug in, boys and girls. I'm going to plug in. I'll move. Oh crap! I'll move this here. The sponge thing. I didn't even use the sponge last time. I gotta be honest. I didn't use the sponge. I didn't use one because I didn't have one. Because, yeah, I paid like £40 for that kit. It doesn't even have a sponge. Like, what the hell? Make sure all the switches are flat and pressed against the board. Oh, am I supposed to do that? I didn't do that last time. I just did stuff. Shall we see my previous job? Where's my keyboard? Oh, I don't know where my puller is, so I can't be bothered. Okay, I'm plugging in. Okay, so you guys are saying that I'm supposed to push these keys against the board. Make sure all the switches sit flush against the PCB. All right, so what you guys are saying is that I should be bending these pins. For example, I could bend all these pins upwards. Please confirm. Because last time with the Planck, I didn't bend anything. I just filled the holes with solder. So if you're saying I need to do that, then I'll do that. Because I just left them all pointing. I did wonder, but yeah. Let me see what Mr. Jack Humbert says in his video.
Assemble. On the Planck PCB, it's worth noting that there are multiple configurations for the LEDs depending on which slot you're using.
Don't bend pins. What's wrong? You guys are confusing me, man. All right, I'm just leaving it as is. It works for me. Screw you guys. And one thing is, right, like, how do I know when this thing is even ready? Because it doesn't have like a light on it or anything. It's just there. I can feel a bit of heat. Did I bend it? What is that crap on the side of it? How do I zoom to show you my hideous soldering iron? So you think I should get a touch some solder on it? I suppose that's a good idea. Big guy BBQ says touch the solder iron to check. Okay, let me just do that. I think I have a file on here. This Leatherman thing is awesome, by the way. Oh, I have a file. Okay, so let me see if I can clear this crap off. Let me change the focus. Ooh. Okay, yeah, stuff's coming off. It should smoke for 7 to 10 seconds of perfect heat. Okay, the stuff is melting now. You can see that, right? I think I can change the focus a bit more. So all the junk that was on there already is getting shiny. Now it looks like something from Terminator. If you wipe the tip against the sponge and you see bright metal, the iron is about ready. I see bright metal. Ooh, I'm making sexy noises on the sponge. Okay. All right then. So he said start. Let me get this mouse out of the way. Starts on the left one. Okay. I'm kind of like, my head is not as close as I'd like it. Actually, I'm going to just move the mic out of the way. I don't need to talk at the same time. The junk should melt and then you should just clean it. Okay, I'm going to use the mic. I'm going to use the mic. By the way, I think I completely destroyed this iron. Like if you saw that long thin thing on the tip, I think used to be thicker and used to be the tip. Anyway. So what I do is I just stick this thing in the way until it starts melting, and then I just try and move out of the way before I make a massive mess. That's my technical advice. Oh crap, I forgot the fan. I forgot the fan, guys. I don't want to breathe in this crap. Where's the fan? Always use a fan. I've lost the fan. Oh god. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back, and I've got a USB fan. Nice. It's a USB fan. I'm going to see if I can plug it into my monitor, if that will power it. My monitor is not, I repeat, not powering the fan. My PC is marvelous. Okay, we're back, guys. We're back into it. On that note, do you have flux? Look, dude, I've got the soldering iron and I've got this stuff and I'm good to go. Okay, I'm gonna put the fan there. Okay, we're getting into this. Okay. So, just so you can get an idea of what it looks like. Oh, crap. So this is the soldering I've done so far. So I'm going to try and do the coal one on the left. I'm going to try and do that next so you can see. So basically, it kind of just fills up when you poke it or whatever. So to use a technical term. So I'm going to see if hopefully I can do this without blocking the camera. Okay. God damn. My stick is mad dodgy. Okay, so that looks cool, right? Should I clean? Oh, screw clean. Who needs to clean things? Okay, guys. On a scale on 1 to 10, give me. Let me know how you think I'm doing right now with this. You're the guy who tweeted me about the Mechanical Keyboard UK meetup. Hello. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining. Okay, now I've made a giant mess on my soldering iron. Oh, I just flicked some solder onto my finger. That really hurt, but it stopped hurting now. So I'm back. Oh, God. That never happened last time. See, the sponge is not helping me. It's hurting me, literally. Okay, so somebody thinks I should do this one again. They're not impressed with what I've done so far. See, I think it's cool, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, most of the solder right now is just going on my iron instead of on the thingy-majig, so we'll get there, we'll get there. Why is my iron covered in stuff? Okay, I think I need to turn the iron upside down. Okay, that'll do. This thing clearly doesn't want to cooperate too much, so I'm going to settle for that. So that one I've kind of made really big. I don't know if that's going to be a problem, but hopefully if it like touches the back of the case, I'm just hoping it just gets squashed or something, whatever. I'm just going to leave that. The solder got stuck while I was doing it. It got jammed and I had to use okay, what's this guy saying? The tip should make contact with the pad and the pin you're soldering to it. If you're only applying heat to the pin, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not content with this one. I might just try and move it around or something. Okay, that one was messy. Yeah, I need to watch this. By the way, this is the second time I've soldered anything ever, so yeah. Cleaning that solder sword. What do you guys think of that coal too? Is that good enough? I don't think I need to cover the entire hoop, you know, the gold hoop, the contact. So I think that's enough. I'm happy with that. I have no idea, but I think it's good. I think my iron is wrecked, by the way. I think I need to buy a new iron. This iron sucks. Okay, good. Don't melt solder on the tip. I can't help it, dude. So there are 11 columns in total. So I don't know. Let's get some water. What switches are we using in this build? They are Cherry MX Brown switches as provided by Massdrop. Thank you very much, Massdrop. So yeah, if you've never soldered anything, then don't let it deter you, because again, it's the second time and I'm completely ignorant to this. So if I can do it, you can do it. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Jack Humbert. It starts at 0, so it's 12 columns. Indeed, he is correct, as he did make it after all. So column 0 is here, and I am on column 4. Okay, so here we go. So now I have accidentally soldered the tip over two hoops. Is that a problem? I mean, do I need to remove that or something? What do I need to do? Can I continue, Mr. Humbert? So if you look on if you look here, there are 2 holes there, as seen here. And accidentally I've soldered both. It's okay. So the internet's saying it's okay. We will continue. Look at the state of this, like. This is what I'm soldering with. That is, hold on. That is what I'm soldering with right now. That is the tip of my soldering iron. Like, that is not, I don't think that's solder. That is, how ghetto is that? It's like, how can that be my tip? Anyway. if I can solder with this piece of crap, then you can solder with a normally functioning iron. Wipe off between every few solders and re-tin it. Might even a picture. By the way, when I went to buy that sponge and the fan, the guy in the electronics store is so nerdy. He gave me his card so we could nerd out about soldering together. This is a real story. I have his card in my pocket. Okay, so this is the middle one. So it looks a bit, it's not in the same place as all the rest of them. So why do you fill up the holes again? Well, there's the little, you can see this pin. This pin sticking through is the pin of the key. And I suppose for it to make the most consistent electronic contact with the board, the solder is introduced to make a connection. Otherwise, it could just work intermittently non-stop. So I think in this drop, I think almost 1,400 planks have been ordered, which is really sick. So that's really cool. Yeah, I bought one directly from OLKB previously, and they're really awesome boards. Jack, how do I put the keyboard in the mode where it plays music and stuff? I don't know what the shortcut is on the default Planck. If you could tell me, that would be amazing. on column 8, guys, which is indeed the 9th column. What are you using these keyboards for, work or gaming? As this is an ortholinear keyboard, I have not tried it for gaming. I mean, it takes some getting used to anyway. Just hold on a second. Okay, raise lower C is music mode. Awesome, that's easy. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, that is definitely far too zoomed in. So this is what the finished product looks like. It's an ortholinear keyboard. So all the rows are in straight lines as opposed to how we normally find keyboards. But for gaming, it depends on what kind of games you play, to be honest. Like, as for FPS, I feel like I probably need the number row. However, like in Counter-Strike, you know, I think I could easily enough. I mean, the main thing for me is, can I switch from a primary gun to a weapon or grenade while still holding W? If I can do that, then the keyboard can work. So I need to do tests on that. I'm going to do some videos about keyboards in general and that kind of thing for gaming, like, you know, these different kind of keyboards, ortholinear keyboards, and 40%, so on and so forth. But for now, I think as a generally, I would say 60% is probably the minimum. So on my gaming machine, I have a 60%, and then for work, I use all sorts of different stuff. So I'll do more on that point. But I think these are, like, you know, to use at work or something, I think these are super fun to have. So yeah, but for gaming, again, depending, like if you're playing Ricochet, then you can use this. If you're playing something more complicated, then perhaps not. But it is a discussion that is to be had, and like a discovery, like a journey that I need to go on, which I will do at some point in the near future. Anyway, back to this. I'd also recommend just make sure you have enough of this in your hand, because as you're pushing forward, obviously the closer you are to the end, the hotter it's going to be. So just make sure you have enough distance between your fingers and the end of this coil, just to make sure you don't get in an awkward spot where it's too hot. And my coil is stuck. I'm only cleaning the iron to keep you guys happy. I wouldn't bother myself. Although I recommend cleaning it and doing what these people in the chat say. Is that the right hole? I'm not sure if I did the right hole in that last one. Okay, I think so. Okay, so I think that we have finished our soldering. So now the next thing is to... I don't want to put all the caps on now for the testing because, as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws that needs to go in. So I might just test it like this on my other machine. So bear with me. Let me see what Mr. Humbert says in his video after this.
This is the soldering iron setup I'll be using. The
Okay,
solder
so he's
is
got
leaded.
his soldering iron.
goes up to about...
He's soldering. I literally learned to solder watching Jack's video, by the way.
Keep adequate. Once completed soldering, it's a good idea to test the board by plugging it into the computer, making sure the light comes on, and test all the switches, along with the basic visual inspection.
Okay, basic visual inspection, guys. He recommends a basic visual inspection. Okay, what do we think? What do we think? I think that this one might be dodgy. That might. I'm gonna fix this one here because that looks terrible. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It looks terrible. We were called out on it from the start, and now let's fix it. Ooh. Hey, thanks for the resub, Shusky. I didn't even know that I would hear that. That freaked me out. That scared the crap out of me. Anyway. Okay, so someone said pliers. I've got some pliers on my Leatherman, I do believe. Let's try the pliers, shall we? It's just that, like, it's not even solder. The thing's just completely wrecked. Look at that. That is the actual solder. That's not solder. That's the iron. The iron is crap. Okay, done. I'll turn this thing off now. Turn this thing off. So you can see a lovely fan here, which has been keeping all the fumes out of my face. I can turn it off. Who is spamming me on Steam? Snaps, please stop spamming me on Steam. Hello, my friends, by the way. All right. So we've got our keyboards. I would like to put this on autofocus now. Hold on. We've got our keyboards. We're going to plug it in and then do a test on my other machine. Oops. Are you ready for the noise? Oh my days. Okay, you can't see this. I'm going to get my other Planck for comparison. This is finished Planck, so yes, yes, yes. Actually, I'll just press all the buttons and then just read. Okay. That's all good. That's all good. JKL semicolon. That is good, and that's way too close to the soldering iron. I can feel the heat. What do we have now? Okay, that's all good. Then this is backspace. That's good. If I press Control and Escape. Is that Control and Escape? Okay, that's all good. Oh, what have I done? Then this is backspace. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Spacebar works. Okay, that works. Okay, I'm confident everything works. We've got up, down, left, right as well. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty confident that everything works. So Jack says, I wouldn't advise putting the PCB directly on hard surfaces. It's pretty robust, but things could get damaged. This is my life, Mr. Humbert. This is the only way that I know how to operate. Where is the case? Where have I put the case? Okay, so we're back. Once again, this is the case that you might get on. Look how clean that is, man. This is clean as hell. Not clean for long, though, because soon it will be like this. All right. So very simply, this goes here. USB slots through like that. And there we go. And then we screw in the holes. Just gonna make sure everything lines up. Should do. Okay. Make sure this is okay. Just gave it a little squeeze and everything's fine. Okay, Mr. Soldering Iron, you are in an inconvenient place because my screws are here. Okay, so we're going to screw the board down and then we're going to put on our Jukebox SA keycaps. All right, so I'm going to put this, we can remove the plate now. I'm going to put the old one there. Leave that there. We're going to get our screw game on. Man, it was never so difficult to screw. This is actually really easy to screw, but I just have massive hands and a short screwdriver. I have long screwdrivers actually. I've got a crappy I have myself a crappy screwdriver set, which will do the job. Let me see. I'll take the purple. So I know this is available with a wide array of switches. From experience, like 90, man, this sucks. 99% of, oh my god, 99% of my my boards are Cherry MX Brown, which I really like, which these are as well, as you can see the brown color. But I must say, I know the Zelios are available, and I would highly recommend you pick Zelios because Zelios is my new favorite switch. I haven't tried that many switches though, so I'm not like a switch expert, but there we go. I hear MX Clears are quite favored as well. So yeah, I bought 150 Zelios, and the only thing I've put them in is in fact this Planck right here, and that feels so good, man. That feels good. By the way, there's a YouTube account, I think called Rhino Feed, and that's a really awesome place to look at keyboard reviews. They have really good reviews on there. The filming and sound production is really admirable. I quite like it. So, but the reviews are good as well, and they are thorough, man. They have a 4-minute video on a sleeve for a keyboard. A sleeve, a keyboard sleeve. That's 4 minutes long. Are you nuts? Magnetic screw thing, not screw, the screwdriver keeps pulling the blooming screw out. Two more screws, then we'll get the jukebox keycaps on. So tell me what you think, guys. Like the archive of this stream, I can either upload it in its entirety or I can do an abbreviated version. But I mean, if I do the long one, then people can just like skip through the soldering if they want to, or they can look at the trial and error and just see how ghetto my soldering is. The screw needs a bit of encouragement from a proper screwdriver. So I'm just going to hold it in my hand as it's easier. Squeeze it down. Okay. Last screw, I think. I wonder, let me know if any of you, you should get a top-down light shining on your workspace. Yes, I should. The lights in here suck, so I apologize for that. I've got crappy spotlighting. I hate spotlights. So tell me, there's a guy in the chat who's saying brown switches are magical, especially if you put some O-rings with them. I've never used O-rings. I've only used brown switches in Zelios pretty much, and maybe some reds, but I don't know anything about reds. So what is the purpose of O-rings? What do they do? Is it like extra cushion or something? What is it? Does it take the sound away? Or some sound away? Is it a sound dampener? I'm just doing the last screw, sorry. Okay. You answer that, and in the meantime... Oh yes, I have rum. Okay. So we've got the Planck extra bits here. So I suppose if we start with these, life will be easier? I don't know. Okay. So these are the Jukebox SA keycaps. So I suppose we can do a comparison because this right here is DSA and this is SA, so it's going to have a higher profile. Okay, so we've got a choice of space bars, people. Oh, that's the backspace. Okay. So we can have blanks. Okay, so this would be the space bar. So I presume it goes around that way. Oh, where's the... Be good if I put this the right way around. Okay, backspace. Oh, what am I doing? Backspace is one key on the Planck. So you can see the profile of SA keycaps. In fact, so each row is different, but so you see there is a DSA versus SA profile. So that is the difference we're talking about. So this is going to be a completely different typing experience, the SA to the DSA, which is in my hand. Okay, so let me see. We need the lower and raise keys. Okay, we've got tab. Tab goes here. Oh, we've got two tabs. There's the escape key. Down goes here. I'll open this up for you. Is this still hot? Yes, I'm checking how hot it is with my finger. Why not? Okay, raise goes on this side. So the lower and raise buttons change what the main buttons do on the keyboard. So if you're wondering where the numbers are, you press raise button, if I'm not mistaken, and then the top row becomes numbers. Okay, control. So my control is on my other keyboard is here, so I'm just going to put it in the same place. And then I haven't programmed my bottom left. Oh, we have two types of escape keys. Okay, I'll get back to that. Shift is down already. Oh, so we can configure. Okay, SA is it's got a lot more going on than DSA. Maybe just remove this and put a keyboard there. Boom. Okay. So we've got a rub out button, novelty, I suppose. That's an oh crap, novelties. Okay, I suppose I'll put the novelties up here. Get these out of the way in the bag. I'll just move the camera down. Actually, I'll leave that there. Okay, so we have a red escape option. There's the right. Oh dear, two hands. Another novelty. Maybe I'll put this, I don't know where that'll fit actually. Because this is SA, I will see what the other caps are saying before I decide to put this somewhere. There's the up. Okay, so we've got lots of escape keys, but some of them seem to be slightly different shapes. Okay, rub out is delete, I'm told. That makes sense. I like that. So, okay, that's the same shape as the backspace. Let's get rid of backspace. Because rub out, I mean, in the UK we have some slang, rub one out. I'll let you decide what that means. Okay, we've got a B side. We have a red lower key, which means we'll have a red raise key. We've got a red enter key. Put that there. Okay, we've got red lower and raise. So you let me know what you guys think on the style of things. How we style this. Okay, so we've got another type of enter key over there. Page up. Another escape key. We've got 5 escape keys, dude. Okay, there's my alt. As you can see, I have a CMD. I suppose we can put this for the CMD. And maybe the jukebox there. Although maybe the jukebox goes there. Does the disc? I think it's supposed to be this way around, but then who really cares? I'll put it this way around for now. A side and B side are for raise and lower. I was wondering if there was an A side, but I haven't seen one. Oh, and there it is. Okay. A side and B side sounds much better than lower and raise. More interesting anyway, so we'll change those. A side. Where's it gone? B side. Okay. So what are we missing here? Oh, okay. We're missing. Well, it must be in there. So I think we're done with this section. I'm going to leave this modifier out. Not modifier, whatever you call it. Page up, page super. Oh, there's a super. I think we're good. I think we're good with this. Rub out, yeah. So I'll leave the red enter keys for now, in case we want to change that up. I don't know why that's there, but I'll leave that there as well. And I'll leave the red escape keys out and the normal ones in case we change those. But everything else looks pretty good to me. So I'll leave the tab out as well. Okay, so that's that. Now we've gone to the main keys. Okay, we can remove the spacebar. Someone should have just like a massive spacebar on their Planck. That would be hilarious. Maybe it wouldn't be hilarious, I don't know. Maybe it would be. Okay, so we've got number row. We do not need number row for the Planck. 5, we don't need 5, don't need an 8. There's a B. M. M goes there. And then the B goes here. Don't need that. 7. P. P for Papa in the NATO code. P is for Papa. The A. So once these rows are down, we can get an idea of which tab will match. It seems that I put the right one on the first time, so that's good. What's cool is when you, these smaller space bars, it'll be cool to get like a split space bar on a bigger keyboard as well, but that's another discussion for another day. I'll give you an extra key, you know, on smaller keyboards. Oh, down goes the E. L under the... Oh no, is that... Okay, no, that's in the right place. So L goes here. 3, don't need. C. This is really cool. I mean the sets, the key set. Don't need that. S. We do need a question mark. Is that on? Don't need that. Z. Where's my Z at? Do I have escape and tab switched in my layouts? I don't think so. I think mine's just default. How much does this keyboard cost? I think it's a little over $100. Can I play Counter-Strike on it? That is an answer I don't have yet. I am going to try at some point. I'm going to do some experimenting with various keyboards because I'm going to have a lot of different ones soon enough. So I'll make some videos and I'll let people know how much I think these keyboards might be viable for, well, for Counter-Strike. I won't say gaming, but one of these keys is the wrong way around. Okay. Yeah, I can't say how good it is for gaming. I can only say for my particular game. Because if I was a MOBA player, I suppose I'd need way more keys, so it wouldn't be. But I have never played a MOBA. I'm not a MOBA guy. I'm a Counter-Strike guy. Okay. So there's the T, the N. My escape key is the wrong profile. So it is. Indeed it is. And that's why we left these out, because I wouldn't know until I put the keys down. So you have quite the sniper eye. Okay, so we've got 2 Fs. So, okay, we've got the good F on there. That's the one we want, Jim. Okay, so we can remove the escape key. Okay, there we go. And I think we want a red escape key, don't you? I think. If I compare these two, I think this one looks a bit lower. That looks good, right? The H. Okay. Oh, the N key, yes. Oh my god, how do I get it out? How do I... I'm sure I... Oh crap, the fan's gone. Everyone calm down. I had a ring pull here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's so good, man. That's so good. Okay. So this way round. There we go. Cheers, guys. Team effort. Okay, don't need that. the D. Who wants the D? Apparently this one does. This is going to go over here. 1 is not required. X, go and give it to you. How are we looking so far? Looks a bit toothless. Escape key, wrong profile again. Oh, for God's sake, man. What is it with all these escape keys? This is the right profile now, right? That's the right one now, right? Somebody tell me yes. DSA for the win, please. Dude gets a wire puller, it can scratch. What, these can scratch? You know, what's funny is, right, I have a Mac Pro. I have one of the old school 17-inch Mac Pros. And, you know, you see all these unboxing videos where people are being all precious about things. I tried to make a mocking unboxing video. And I stabbed the box with a pair of scissors. But in fact, the scissors went straight through the box. And I dented the monitor case of my MacBook Pro, sorry. Before I even opened the box, I had already chipped it. But I'm not precious about, like, I don't need it to be perfect. I don't mind rugged, you know. Gives it character, if you ask me. Okay, that's definitely the J. That J feels lovely. All right, so this looks like mostly a finished, I'm going to put an enter key on there, a red one as well. What else do we have? Okay, we can get rid of these escape keys. X is upside down, for God's sake. Yeah, I don't need things perfect. I think it's too hard to try and maintain things in a perfect condition as opposed to having a bit of character, you know. That's the way I look at it anyway. Right, we're going to what were these for? Oh, okay, I don't know what region that is. Maybe like Norway or something, but looks good to me. What is this? No. Okay, so red enter key. Now, which one is the correct profile? Enter key, wrong profile too. Well, it's going anyway. God, why is it so complicated to do SA? You guys are geniuses for seeing this on stream. Okay. Okay, this looks good to me. It's a bit, I know that I need to get an appropriate pointer. There we go, look at that. So I know that the lack of symmetry here would tilt a lot of people. They would need like this to be red and that to be whatever. Actually, did I have a green of this? I think a green of that would be good for the Planck. These are the Planck keys here. I don't think I've got a green. That's a shame. I would have really liked a green key there. Or do I? Hold on a second. Maybe I do here. Maybe. Hold your horses. No, I don't. I can't believe you've done this. Oh, people are saying I have the green. Okay, fine. That was not a good idea. Okay, show me the green. Show me the green. I'm like a guy on a roulette table. Different colors. See, no, that's not the right one. Were you mistaken, sir? Okay, these are all the greens from this pack. and it's not there. So I'll check the other pack in a second. I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, it's not there, man. You lied to me. I won't ban you though, because the stream's almost over. Only joking. Okay, so this is the old Planck. This is the new SA profile. Let me see. It's got F and J homing keys, by the by. It did come as a normal option as well. I can remove the fan as well. Get the fan out of here. So, I mean, hopefully, if any of you are noobs, where did I get the keys? Massdrop kindly sent me the keys as well. Is this the right way around? That's the wrong way around, isn't it? People like to flip the space bar, though. But, I mean, that's like... Yeah, it's fine. So, let's get rid of the old. So this is the OLKB plus mass drop. I feel like this is the wrong way around because I have to flip the keyboard like that. So I feel like this should have been the other way around. Either way, it's super nice and definitely needs to be covered in stickers. But that's pretty clean. So we just put this together, guys. We just put this together. Thank you for the help and advice. You know what? Where's my ring pull thing gone? I'm just losing things everywhere. Where's it gone? Oh crap! Did I drop it in here? No. I kind of want to turn this around now. It's tilting me. There, I'm happy now. I prefer that. So, this is the Planck. Thank you very much for Massdrop to send it to me. I'm looking forward to trying out these SA keycaps. Actually, I have a set ordered on Massdrop, but they're not due to be delivered until July. So in the meantime, I can play around with this and do a comparison again. Just for those of you who are not familiar with one or two or both of these sets of keycaps, there is a profile shot for you. So, see if that'll focus. Hopefully it will. So you can see on the left, the left is SA profile keycaps, and on the right is DSA profile keycaps. So all my keyboards, apart from the one I just made, are DSA keys. So on this board here, those are on the right hand side, there's the Zelios, I think 78 grams. Yeah, 78 grams Zelios, which you can buy this keyboard with. And on the left, it's SA keycaps. Keycaps, never mind keycaps. The key switches on the left are Cherry MX Brown, and on the right they are Zelios, both of which are available with this drop. So I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, make them fast. Otherwise, I think we're done with the broadcast. But that's really awesome. I'm very happy with this. I didn't mess it up too much. I'm definitely going to buy a new soldering iron before doing anything else. But yeah, there is the Jukebox SA key set as well. So now we have a dedicated button when we want to rub one out. This is really nice. It does slightly remind me of the I had bought on Mech Supply that the Radaway key set, but unfortunately the set didn't come out properly, so they cancelled it. But there we go. This is cool. Okay, GG's guys, no real questions, so I will kill the stream here. I don't know which channel on YouTube. I'll upload this too. I have one channel which is fighting games, one channel which is Counter-Strike, one channel which is like scuba diving and whatever else, and then another channel. Do I have 4 channels or 3 channels? Let me just quickly find out. One, two. Oh no, I've got 3 channels. So either this will go on my Counter-Strike channel, or it will go on. I think it should go on my Counter-Strike channel because it's kind of gaming related as far as I'm concerned. You know, well, kind of. We'll see. But I think it's interesting from that point of view. So I will either put it there or I'll put it on my main channel. I'll think about it and then I will sort it out. But yeah, cheers for tuning in. And that was the spare key. It's a non-homing version of the F. Yeah, cheers for tuning in. And again, check out the drop. I will post the link once more in the chat. Or just go to massdrop.com. If you've never been there before, it might ask you to log in before you see anything. Just do it. It's a good site and I've spent lots of money there. And we'll probably continue to do so. So again, cheers and ciao.